Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Kim with Creative Crafticality, and today I will be using more of the supplies that I received from Craspire.com. And so what I did with this one, it is the fairy and mushroom acrylic stamp set, and it also comes with metal dies. So what I made with this was a little tag book. It's kind of like a flip book. And I'll show you the one I made, and then I will go ahead and show you the construction of the body of this tag book so you know how to make one. And along with this set, I used the paper from Bo Bunny. This was from Joann's, and it's called the Garden Grove collection. I just thought it was perfect for a fairy garden. So just kind of flip through here. My husband bought this for me for part of my Easter basket, so just thought it would be appropriate. It's very pretty. It's a 6x8 paper pad. And then I also used a tag punch that I found on Amazon that has 3 tag toppers. And so I did the biggest width, which is 2.5 inches. And so if you stick around, I'll show you in this video how to use this and how I made the base of this journal. So let me let you look at it here. I had some ribbon in my stash that I thought was perfect. It's this really pretty green. So I just wrapped that around the whole thing. And then on the front, I stamped out the little fairy that's sitting on the mushroom, and also the Make-A-Wish that's in the stamp set. This is a flower die set that I also got from Craspire.com. I'll link that down below. I featured it in my unboxing of all these things, so I'll have the link. Try and remember to put the link down below. But I made a pocket with some green paper and then a tag, and that sticks back behind there. And then I made one side of the tag page with the paper, and then the other side has pink paper. And then I'll go ahead and flip through. I just made little belly band pockets with some of the paper and then added in tags. This one I have the magic. In the stamp set, the whole thing says believe in the magic, but it was a little too long for this book, so I cut magic off, and I also cut the believe part and used it in the book. On this page, I used another mushroom, and then this kind of it's kind of fan folded into a little book. So I'll keep flipping through here. Just added in more of the paper, the little butterfly there, and a tag. On this one, it's the other fairy that's sitting on the pumpkins. And then one of the other butterflies there. And then on this one, I added some more mushrooms with the believe. And then on the back, I just added the mushroom. I think I was off the screen there, but that's how that looks. I didn't decorate all of the back side, but you can. You can add more pockets or whatever. Or you could just, like add pictures or journaling to this cute little flip book. So that is it, and stick around and I'll show you how to put this together. Alright, so I pre-cut some of my tags here. I have some green and some of that purple, and then I have pieces from the collection, and I just wanted to show you how I did this. I have this tag punch from Amazon. I'll link it down below. I just took my 2.5 inch strips of paper and punched out the top. It's pretty easy. There are 2 other widths that you can do as well, and then I'm just trimming it down to the size of my tag. And I made these tags about 5.5, I believe, tall. And then I'm saving all those little scraps because the size of the paper was 6x8. So just save those ends there. Now you can make as many pages of this tag book that you want. So it just depends on how many mountain folded pages that you want. And then from there you can determine how many pieces of paper that you need. So I cut out 1 colored cardstock per patterned paper page, and now I'm going through and I'm gluing my patterned paper down to the colored cardstock, and I'll do that for each piece of paper that I have. I try to alternate the patterned papers so that they kind of coordinate through going through the book. And I just think that this pad of paper is so beautiful, and it has so many pretty patterns that coordinate with each other. Now, of course, you could use double-sided tape with this, but I always use my tacky glue. It's just my go-to glue, and I love how it just makes things sturdy when it dries. But you do need to be careful that you use it on cardstock or a thicker paper, because if you use it on thinner paper, if you don't smush it around and make it smooth, it will make the pattern, you could see the glue through the paper. So now that I have those done, I'm lining them up now and just going to make sure that I like the layout of them. And then I'm going through, I'm going to start with my pieces of ribbon. Now this is a 1/2 inch ribbon, and I cut it the length of my sides there, and I'm just going to put some glue on the cover of my book, smooth it out, and then put 1/2 of the ribbon on top of that. And this is just going to be used to bind together my tag book. You could use washi tape for this process as well. And then I'm going to add glue to the other side, and this is my second page. So just put the glue and then go ahead and stick the ribbon down there. Now this takes a little bit of doing. You need to hold it down for a few seconds so that the glue will catch on the ribbon, and just kind of make sure that it's straight there. And you do want to be able to still fold it, so now you're going to the opposite side, adding some glue and then adding your ribbon. And then your next page will be added to the back of that. So you're just pretty much alternating sides there, because then you want the whole thing to be able to fan fold into a little flip book, or a little fan folded tag book. For now, I'm gluing the ribbons on. They are a little bit long, but I wanted it that way. I will go back later and trim off anything off the ends that I don't like. So now I'm going to add my next piece. So you're pretty much gluing the ribbon on alternating sides, so that when you fan, so that it's able to fan fold. And if you use washi tape, you could put the washi tape on both sides of the spine parts where the ribbon is. But since the ribbon is stronger, I think, than the washi tape, then you only need to put the ribbon on one side. So we'll just continue doing this, putting alternating sides of the ribbon until we have it all together. I'm smoothing it out because I didn't want the glue to show through the ribbon. So if it had been a thick line, then you would see that. So smoothing it out helps with not being, not having the glue not show through the ribbon is what I'm trying to say. All right, so I have the last one. Just add my glue, smooth it out, and add in the last piece of ribbon there. Okay, now what you want to do is go through and add any pockets or belly bands that you want in the tag book, and this is just totally up to your preference. I use some of the scrap cardstock as well as the scrap pieces of the printed paper, and then I have some cutouts from my stamp and die collection from Craspire. So I added a little pocket of the cardstock, and then I added that fairy on the front. And then I have this little tag here that I stamped. I believe it says Make a Wish, so I'm sticking that at the bottom. And then my flowers here. I'm just going to layer them, kind of pinch them to make them a little dimensional, and then put them down on top of the two die cuts there. And I just think this looks so cute. My fingers are a little sticky at this point, so that's why it's kind of sticking to my fingers. And then I'm just going to add a little sequin to the center of the flower to add a little sparkle to it, if I can get it off my fingers. Alright guys, so hopefully you enjoyed this little mini tutorial. I'm just going to go through and add a tag in there, and then you can add whatever you want to this. As far as the inside, you can make tags and pockets throughout the whole thing. You can add embellishments. This can be like a little Happy Meal to somebody. I'm adding a ribbon at the top through the tag hole. You can add ribbon to all the tags, or you can tie them together. You can put ribbon around it to hold it all together. There's just endless things that you can do with this. I'm adding a little bit of glue at the top just to keep the tag, or to keep that ribbon in, so it doesn't come out. Yeah, so hopefully you enjoyed this tutorial. Go ahead and check out craspire.com. I'll have the links down below for everything that I used. And yeah, give me a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you again next time. This is Kim with Creative Crafticality. Bye. God bless.